Hey, hello, hello, hello. Check 1, 2. Can you hear me? Chat, are we good? Are we good? Today we're doing something different. It's the first time I think doing anything on here in quite some time, but we're live because I qualified in for this event that NASCAR does through iRacing, which is a series for college students, and essentially they do a time trial for a week at a certain track with a certain car and a certain setup, and the top times that are set in that week get to qualify in for essentially money races where the top finishers get scholarship money, with the A main essentially paying I think around $10,000 every time across the top 10 spots, and then the B main, which is what I'm in, doesn't really pay anything actually, and the same thing with the C main. But this is my first time qualifying for an event like this, so I decided to broadcast it because why not? And sure, I could talk to you guys, and maybe we decide to do so yeah, anyways, so let's see how this iRacing stuff goes and make sure the stream all that works. If you guys have any questions though, feel free to drop them in the chat. Also, with that, if you kind of want to let me know how I sound, I'm just going to see and check in here myself to make sure that everything, seems all right. Just an FYI, guys, this is probably going to be essentially me not try to crash challenge. If you've ever driven the NASCAR Xfinity car at Watkins, Glen, and iRacing, then you're going to know that this thing essentially is trying to kill itself the whole time. So, and yeah, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, we have a bit of fun with it, and yeah, not really sure exactly how all is going to go. Like I said, essentially just trying not to wreck here today. That would be a massive victory. But just so you know, a little rundown on the night. At 7:45 Eastern Time is when the qualifying session starts, which I don't even know if I'm going to qualify because I kind of want to start in the back to make sure I don't accidentally take anybody out. And then the race starts at around 8:10, 8 o'clock, and is like 30-some laps. So anyways, that's a brief rundown on tonight's action. Feel free to shoot away with any questions in the chat. And I guess if you're new, drop a like and subscribe. Anyways, here we go. I'll kind of do like a walk down lap here. Like I said, I am not like this is not a car combination that I have really any expertise with. Definitely not much racecraft with, but very, very tough track and car in my opinion. But I decided to give it my best shot since on iRacing I do spend a bit more time in the sports car side of things, so I thought it might aid my abilities, and I was right. I made a feature, not the A feature, but still a feature nonetheless. I think I ended up being like 70th, so that would start me like 30th something in the B main out of I think like 400 people that tried to do it. So I mean, impressive enough. That's like top 15 I think percent, top 20%. But yeah, I'll kind of do just kind of what I would call my breakdown lap for you guys. Yeah. Go, just get down there. Honestly, this whole car is just about being efficient, putting the throttle down. It's so hard to get the gas down without just spinning the wheels and losing all control. But brake at that light over there on your left. I'm going to drop down to second, roll it probably a little too much, maybe. Okay, that's pretty good. And then you want to be all the way on the outside of this curb so you can kind of turn in, let off the throttle just a bit, get over on the curb, and then let off a little bit again so you can get over on that curb, and then you can get the throttle down without hitting the wall there as you go over the gate, the bridge. Oh man, and yeah, see, like just wants to like torque itself sideways right there with all the power. Brake pretty early, third, second as you get over the curb. Keep holding the brake. That's a bus stop. Now over here, probably just overdrove the carousel bit. Carousel I'm actually very concerned about on exit. I just am really swirly here. It's hard for me to get the power down. All of a sudden it just like jerking out of my hands. Stay in third, down to second, get over on the curb a little bit, or get close to it I guess, and then slow again in second gear here, and then just efficient on the power. Which, yeah, I mean, that's actually, I think, my best lap so far of the session, but still, like, way off a good or quality time. Yeah, I mean, you just have to be like right there. I mean, the car just wants to just jump out so much, and then you have to let off so much more if you're trying to take that turn without being all the way on the outside of the curb. Also, yeah, the wheel doesn't like it when I go over the curb, so that might shake the camera a bit as a result, but you know what? It's all good. And I'm gonna get an off track there. That will happen sometimes. Probably braking too late, so I'm just gonna bail on the bus stop there, but and just slow down. But yeah, that's kind of like a lap, and me just kind of commentating to that myself is kind of all I'm gonna do here. So if y'all want to just kind of relax, enjoy, ask any questions you have in the chat, we'll see how this goes. I'm not really expecting much from this stream, as I kind of already stated, but yeah. My goal for this race is to essentially, one, not cause an accident, not finish last, and I guess my stretch goal is to not wreck myself, which is kind of part of the first goal, but like, wrecking myself is not, as long as I'm not wrecking others, that's like not the end of the world, you know. I just don't want to ruin someone else's day, you know. But yeah, we'll try and follow this guy. Just get over. I think this could be a good run here. I feel good about getting the power down. A bit better, you know, still not actually even on my optimal time, but a bit better. Brake a bit later now as we're getting a bit more heat in the tires. Get over. Didn't get over in time. Still a potentially good lap if I can just keep it straight. That like whole overcorrect there. Like, yeah, and then through the carousel, just getting the power down without spinning out is very tricky, but kind of happened. Then I'm just like topping out third. I think that might be the fastest, and then down to second, and then trying to spin out there. Just touch the curb, and then whoa, see too much brake pedal. I mean, and then too much gas. So essentially, we're just trying not to do that in the race. But if you're in the chat and you are embarrassed for me, I can understand. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, honestly, like doing these laps, I haven't really practiced much since the time trial, which was last Thursday, and yeah, it's very different now than it was then. I'll say that for sure. But we're getting qualifying's about to start, just an FYI. So still, we'll probably see my results from the practice. I mean, I'm just everywhere. I do not want to cause an accident, so I'm probably not going to qualify. I mean, I would normally qualify last, except people are going to probably make mistakes on their qualifying lap and then not get a time in and start behind me. So I don't want to get in their way, is kind of what I want to do. So results, not, see you guys, that was the goal. Not last. There we go. So yeah, the top times, I think someone said 13.3, which would correlate with the time trials. My best time was a 14.3, so almost a second faster than what I ran as my best lap here. But you know, you kind of, you know, there's no other cars on track, and you can just kind of hone that in. And on top of that, well, yeah, I guess that's really the only difference. But the spread of this field, the best time in the time trial was a 13.1. So there's nobody who even set their fastest lap they did in the time trial, which makes sense. And then the slowest time in the split was, I think, around like a 14.5 in the fastest lap section. So obviously a lot of people are slower than that just in the practice. And yeah, I'm over a second slower than my best time. I probably should have practiced more, but there's not a lot to gain from this. I think the winner gets like $25, so literally pretty much nothing. But yeah, that's why my goals are essentially just get some experience and to not cause a wreck or anything, get in the way. Shout out to Lightning McDonough in the chat. You know, the G. So, anyways, here we'll qualify. Oh, I didn't even realize you only get one lap. Okay, I may not even get a lap in, but I kind of said I wasn't gonna try for a lap, so not like. But okay, we'll try for a lap. Man, I feel like I should not do this. I'm probably gonna get off track though, so it'll just cancel itself out. But yeah, third gear, just trying to get the around here on these cold tires, get a little heat in them, just start to feel a little more comfortable, you know. And then just let off here, third, second, really nice and early, and then turn back across. Try not get that off track. So then it's just all for naught. I don't know what the incident limit is. I'll probably check that after this. But yeah, third. Yeah, I kind of just top out third and then brake right around the grass there. I thought I was staying in third through here when I did my time trial lap, so I'm probably overslowing that turn. And then this one here, just track out. Not the best of final laps or final turns, because you know that sets up this run here for the qualifying lap, but just trying to make turn one. A little deep. You can hear the lockup maybe if you're listening closely. And all right, there. The lap's already over. Okay, and then yeah, it's just that's the thing. It's like once you lose it, it's lost. So, I already knew I had lost the car when I hit the gas the first time, and then I tried. I applied the pressure slowly, but it was still too much torque in the car. But like I said, probably better to start in the back than to start ahead of a few people on accident and not have no idea and not really have much of a race experience and cause a scene. So, anyways, but we'll see the lap times that are being set here. 13.3, boom. Like, I mean, this guy, that's actually a pretty insane gap. Almost half a second. And, I mean, yeah, wow. So, half a second almost over second place. And he was a lot faster in practice. I mean, he should just check out based on that. And yeah, right now we're looking to grid 23rd out of, I think, 26 cars. So, yeah, since this is the B main and there's not really any, prize for winning, not everybody usually shows up. Based on what I was seeing, so not surprised. And now I did want to check. Oh yeah, the info. That's where I'd be looking. Sorry, I'm kind of like having to look over my monitor screen, which tells me information about the stream. Okay. Instant count. Incidents. There are no penalties, and there is no DQ limit. But there are no fast repairs. Ah, okay. That's what it is. So no fast repairs. So if you wreck, you're done, essentially. You have 4 sets of tires, which, I mean, I guess, okay. Whatever. And then there's got to be yellow flags. I don't see where that is again. But there are going to be yellows for sure. But, okay. Qualifying is done, and now there's, I guess, a warm-up, and then the race, so we'll hang in here. Alright, I will be back in just a minute. So here are the 3 goals before we start the race, which we're still 9 minutes away from. 1, don't wreck. 2, finish. So like one and the same. 3, don't be an idiot. There, boom. Okay, those are the goals. Now we'll do this like warm up thing. We're getting in the back, which is totally fine. That's what we want. There are yellow flags, so I think it's just there's definitely going to be a wreck at the start. There just has to be. So just not being in that, and just seeing how long we can survive. And yeah, hopefully we like start getting some good laps in and can like put it together. But yeah, my strategy is literally, just try to survive. Because, yeah, I am racing, like, a lot of, like, semi-professionals. Now, also, there are other casuals. That's kind of where this, like, college series is, like, a cool blend of pros and AMs. But also leads to the pros sometimes bullying the AMs. But also, sometimes an amateur can rise up and defeat the pros. Like, holy, slide in the car. Totally offline. This whole app is chopped. Really aggressive there, a bit too aggressive, and then, yeah, just trying to not wreck. Yeah, Kenneth, I hear ya. You know, it's just, I'll probably come back at some point, probably way down the line, though. I can't even say probably, but maybe, we'll see. I miss it, too. It was fun, but it just kind of changed, and other things come up. It's like a fun pastime, but I don't know. I might pivot to something else. We just gotta see. I am kind of working on a video or 2 at the moment. Yeah, iRacing has become somewhat of a new hobby. Obviously, I'm no pro by any means from what you can see. This is a bit better. Yeah, there, like that's that ideal, like where it just hooks up through there, and you're able to just hold the power down, almost, and just get to keep so much more speed. It's like insane. And then probably jumped on the throttle a little too early there, and then it's just you get light over certain bumps, and it's just very unpredictable, and that can lead to a lot of frustrating times when you're trying to log laps on here. But I mean, this lap's looking to be something decent, hopefully, if I can finish it. And I caught the grass. We'll just have, like, the most monster final turn of our lives. Yeah, and I carried too much speed and just pushed the nose out. And then, boom, it's like, yeah, you can't correct with this car at all. At all. And that's what I'm really worried about for the race, is something like that. Oh, yikes. But you know what? It's like you win some, you lose some. Yeah, thanks to anybody who's tuned in. I know this is like totally out of the blue and random, didn't give any heads up, so yeah, not really expecting any sort of like return or anything, but hopefully, yeah, like a few people will say hi in the chat who I haven't connected with in a while. So, yeah. So, anyways, with the race, so we're gonna go green in about 5 minutes, I think, and yeah, gridding, and I'll check one more time. Oh, I forgot I'm not on this right screen. Okay, there. Yeah, we're gridding in like 3 minutes. Or yeah, 23rd on a 26. I don't even know if everybody's gonna start. Just survive turn 1. That's like I said, finish the race. Don't be that guy that causes a scene. Thumbs up. I'm happy. I'm happy. Yeah, the next race is Talladega. So you might think time trials for Talladega. You just got to hold it down low. But actually, no, it's not that simple because apparently the meta that I found out from the race at Daytona, the best way of doing it is you got to run laps until you run out of gas, essentially, to have the lightest amount of fuel possible. And then that's the way to set the fastest lap, is to have the least amount of fuel in the car. But you have to essentially run like 30 laps or whatever it is at Daytona to burn your fuel load off, which kinda is not fun. So we'll see if we make the next race at Talladega. I feel like as long as I try it, I think I'll make one of the mains, just because not many people are just going to want to log 100 or so, whatever, not 100 laps, but like 40 laps at Talladega just to set a lap. So if that works, maybe we make the A, maybe we make the B or the C or whatever. Hopefully we make the A though, because I feel like Talladega would, this is much more of a wild card, benefit someone like me who has only been on the platform for less than a year probably, and just not super experienced. But anyways, yeah, I am working on a new video, so there is that. My 2025 playoff predictions. I know Eric Eastep put out his today. I haven't looked at them. I actually have had a lot of time thinking about these playoff predictions, struggling. I got, I'm not going to spoil them, but something I really kind of came to the conclusion of, very similar to last year, there's a lot, the midfield has tightened up dramatically. Even the front is close, like the top 10, but like especially like 10th through 25th is really, really tight. Like I feel like there's almost 20 or 25 cars that can run in the top 10 on a weekly basis. And the other thing is there's probably like 15 cars that can almost, I wouldn't say win on a weekly basis, but I wouldn't be overly shocked if they just showed up and won. So that, with the amount of winners recently, it's what matters is winning. Not that that's anything new, but I mean, we saw Truex not make the playoffs at Daytona in 2022. Kyle Busch didn't make them last year. Ross Chastain didn't make them last year. Competitive drivers with competitive cars that were in the normal point standings, they were in the top 10 in points. But because you had so many winners below the cut line, the cutoff is like P8 in points, which is quite the high margin, I guess. So the main expectation is to win, and you see more winning specialists either sticking around or joining the series, like SVG joining Trackhouse. Trackhouse, this guy is not going to run good at like probably 3 out of 4 tracks on the schedule. Just not going to run good. I mean, eventually he'll probably get better, but because he has a great chance of winning at the other 1 out of 4, it's worth to have him on the roster just so you can try and get that team in the playoffs versus a team that is going to be good, or whatever quote unquote good is, at 4 out of 4 tracks, but have maybe like a 1 in 10 chance of winning anywhere. So anyways, the sport's just changing so much. For the better or worse, not totally sure. Anyways, here we go, grid. What do we say? Finish the race, don't cause a wreck. I think there was another goal. I don't know. Those are the big ones right there. Finish the race, don't cause a wreck. Don't be that guy. Full pace lap here. We just got the red and blue flames paint scheme, so got a few other custom paint schemes. Mine just straight back marker. We don't got a sponsor. We're trying to get a good finish, try and collect a bit of money here.
There are a lot of points on the table. Be smart and get a good finish.
Might be the only C-class driver in this race.
You have 3 additional sets of tyres during this race. Have a good race.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I also did the Rolex 24 this past weekend, so I'm kind of like iRaced out at the moment. That's probably why I didn't practice much for this, because, yeah, I just did like a bunch of like just being up all week and like being on iRacing, and just I'm totally out of in a funk, we'll say. They're already racking up a few incident points over in the other lane. It doesn't matter because there's no incident point limit in this series, but all right, here we go. Full pace lap, 31 laps. Interesting number. Check. I'm pretty sure this is a full. We can do this on 1 tank of gas, right? Well, it's not letting me check. Oh, because I'm not on that screen. Okay, yes. That's why they're doing 31 laps. Because that's how much fuel you have. But yeah, here's the relative. So on the bottom right hand, you can see how close I am to the people ahead or behind. Starting in 23rd out of 26 or so. Yellow flags are on, so main goal, survive. I might even let these guys behind me pass at the start. I know actually the guy, Cooper, is actually pretty fast. He must have messed up his qualifying. So I'm probably just going to let him go so I don't get tangled up with him. All right. Ooh, I'm nervous. This is something totally new for me, guys. Not quite a pro series or anything, but definitely very competitive. I'm definitely a better qualifier than racer. Survive. Survive. We're going to kind of ignore the flag behind us today. It says, if you ain't first, you're last. Famous Ricky Bobby quote. Here we go. Okay, let's survive. Okay. Kinda didn't try and pass people because I didn't want to get the penalty. Oh my gosh. We're totally dying over here on the... And... no yellow flag yet, so we'll just go by there. Oh, this is in paint scheme. Okay. And yep, somebody pushed it wide in the green car up there. Survival is key, ladies and gents. And I pushing it a little wide there. Man, I wonder how many spots Cooper made up diving to the inside. I want to check that in the replay. We are not going to make that move. And that'll probably do it. We'll see. No engine smoke. And yeah, somebody else wrecking. Okay. No yellow flags is what that's telling me. I thought we had yellows. Okay, guys. We're just keeping it clean from here on out. I pretty much came to a stop, and that still wasn't enough there. Not too surprised, though, Watkins, Glen. I'm going to have to check what the top split did, because, yeah, they definitely wrecked there. Maybe not, because there's more money on the line, but, yeah. I'm really shocked that damage did not kill us. Accidentally downshifted to first. Probably would have blown up IRL. I'll just try and log some laps. Wow, this guy's very offline, but now I am too, kind of. little off track. It's all good. Definitely need to be braking earlier for that turn. We survived 2 laps, guys. We survived 2 laps. And also, I didn't make an 8 of myself. Definitely seems like other people did a better job of that. And this guy's being very cautious. Yeah, how did this guy start ahead of me? What is his line? Okay, I mean, mine's also pretty bad, but... Here we go. We got to run. Are we going to make this pass? No, we're not. I'm pretty sure he's very conservative. Boy, oh boy. Oh, total course cut. That's going to be a slowdown. That kind of sucks. We might be slow enough that I don't have having to yield too much. Which is kind of an embarrassing thing to say, but that's what we're doing back here in the C-split. Oh, we're blowing up. We are not going to see the finish here. Okay, I think I'm just going to pit. See what happens. Don't know what pit speed is. Obviously, this basically means we're going to get last, but if they can repair the damage. If not, the stream's going to be shorter than I thought. But... Only 1 minute of repairs. Okay, we're gonna be like totally last place, but it's better than nothing. Here we have. Oh, I forgot. I also changed the tires and everything, but we'll go to the very start. Try and see if we could have done something better. Should be back here. Yeah, let's see. Man, these guys. So, okay. Yeah, I should have just avoided. I should have just given up and gone straight on. That definitely was the move. Yeah. Note to self. Just bail entirely in the future. I'm afraid this is not going to be as entertaining as I had hoped. But, you know what? It happens.
Repairs are almost finished up.
I might just log the laps for old time's sake. We'll see. And oh great, we're about to merge like right with the leaders. Oh, well, that's somebody who died. I actually really want to see what happened with the leading group, the A split, because I'm so doubt they made it through the first lap. Oh yeah, gotta love coming out in traffic. That is significantly faster than you. Here, I should be able to just let this guy yield. Yeah, this is happening. Oh, that stinks. Okay. All right, guys. I think we're gonna end it there. As he said, I think we got some engine trouble. This was the thing. Maybe we'll do this if I make it again. Yeah, that was really anticlimactic. But you know that'll happen. That'll happen.